Most of this week's episodes of General Hospital revolved around Ava leaking the recording of Natalia's homophobic remarks and the fallout from it hitting the press. Just as with the episodes surrounding Gregory's death and Finn's alcoholic spiral, which I previously called Emmy-worthy, this week served up even more contenders for next year's awards. I will say, though, that as I watched and recapped this week, I could feel my blood pressure rising at times. This week's column is also pretty much divided up into before the 4th of July and after. Natalia, the character fans have hated since her introduction, finally got knocked off the pedestal she put herself on as Allison's controlling mother and account manager. Alexis chose the worst possible moment to resign from the invader, even though it had to be done. Without her there, Adrian was free to splash the story of Natalia's homophobic remarks on the front page, and the story spread like wildfire. Outings in the press like this usually don't happen in this day and age. In fact, they are frowned upon unless said figure is an anti-LGBT plus public figure who leads a double life. Alexis was right to argue that this was a lawsuit waiting to happen, and that even stars are entitled to some level of privacy. Heck, how often are the paparazzi sued for invasion of privacy? Many fans didn't understand why Blaze and Christina were canceled when it should have been Natalia and the leaker. Sadly, the LGBT plus community is often like a political party, and at times, there can be more infighting than unity in the group. Extremists calling on Christina to resign for hiding her love life is going a little far. But it's not all that out there, as every group has its share of members who are really on the fringes. Blaze likely will take a hit to her career with some of her fans, but it is 2024, and the music industry has changed. The younger fan base, which I'm sure her pop music caters to, is far more accepting than the generations before. However, it's also not hard to understand why Blaze would hesitate to come out. For example, just recently, Jason Mraz spoke about coming out and why he took so long to do so. Other recent examples include Lil Nas X and Joe Dosaiwa, who have faced backlash from some for coming out. The scenes of Blaze breaking down and letting her mother have it for all the years of her negative remarks about gay people were fantastically written and acted by Jacqueline Grace Lopez. Natalia trying to claim she was a victim, too, was laughable. Allison/Blaze must fire Natalia after this, as her career will not survive if she keeps her mother on. I also see this as a good C to bring into the fold her brother or the long-lost uncle she suspected was gay and disappeared from their family years ago, even if only as a visiting character. While the characters' reactions to Natalia were satisfying to watch, Maxie won the week by telling her, "Either you and Blaze get with the program or kick rocks." Watching Maxie take Natalia down by letting her know Deception was a gay-friendly company, and that it had gay customers and influencers following them was epic. It was also great to see them not drop Blaze and how Maxie was able to try and turn the narrative around with the Crimson ad piece, "No one cancels love." Many fans were upset that Sunny seemed more focused on making Ava pay than giving Natalia the boot. Yes, she already told him she was still struggling with accepting Allison as a lesbian. However, having difficulties accepting someone and then saying such ugly words about them are two different things. I think part of this concerns Sunny's meds being off and his current obsession with and hatred of Ava. As to why he thinks Ava did this to hurt Christina and get to him, that left me confused. More to come on this. Not only did Maxie shine this week, but Christina did as well. She refused to let Allison/Blaze throw a pity party for herself, refused to let her walk away from their relationship, and refused to believe this would defeat them. Christina has grown up a lot in the past year, but this was a big moment for her. As incredible as it was to see Natalia finally get what she deserves, so much of the outing didn't work for me or make sense. What exactly was Ava trying to accomplish? Was she trying to rile up Sunny? Make him look bad for associating with Natalia in order to help with her custody case? How, in the end, did this serve Ava? Also, she is anything but stupid or rash, and they are writing her as both. How did she not expect Natalia to eventually remember it was her to whom she spoke those words? Why did she not send the recording in anonymously so Adrian couldn't rat her out, which he did in record time? It makes zero sense. As I said, Ava is not stupid, but writing her this way is. She's cool and calculating. She doesn't make decisions out of the blue, such as sending a recording to the press on a whim equals.